The Hamish and Andy Show podcast. Powered by Amy. Lucky you're with Amy.
Hame.
Yeah.
A lot of people get tired. A lot of people like naps. No, look.
Especially on a Monday.
You and I.
Well, how hard's 2 hours of radio?
Well, the thing is, I reckon nap time Mondays is more prevalent because people tend to have really large weekends and don't...
Monday would absolutely be your biggest nap time of the year and week.
And you and I were discussing this. You and I like taking 40, as we call it.
We like to take 40 winks. People might know of a show on radio called Take 40 Australia. Yeah. Andy and I sometimes have what's known as Take 40 Australia in the afternoon. Take a quick 40 minutes from Father Time.
In fact, one
Actually
time...
implies we're time travelling. We're not. We're giving Father Time 40 minutes.
In fact, one time you and I would take 40 Australia outside just on the beanbags here, and the CEO of the company came...
Rock and Roll Reese.
Rock and Roll Reese came up and just saw us having a nap.
We're about 27 into taking 40. Well, we're counting down to number one.
And yeah, sure, that wasn't the best look.
Yeah. Look, I'll admit it. When I scroll through my alarms that I've got on my phone, and it's got previous alarms set, there are a lot that have the time of 4:15, 5:15, 3:25.
So today on the show, as a service, I mean, it is the people's show. Mm-hmm. If you're tired and you're about to have a nap, I'm sure many tradies that have knocked off, thrown down the shovel, the tool, or the jackhammer hand.
I'd love to
4
think
o'clock.
Maybe you're a school teacher.
Yeah.
Boom, done. Kids are out. You've locked up the school safely.
Yep.
That's obviously you're in charge of the school. Kids have only been up for 20 minutes, but you've got maybe you have a snow plow or a Zambioni, one of the machines they use in ice skating rinks, and you drive that slowly around the school, pushing the children out of the gate very softly, of course, and then you quickly look up. You're knackered, and you run inside, and now's the time you like to nap. And you look, if you're very, very generous, you might say, but I'd like to listen to the show, guys. You're on to 6. Don't worry about that. You can grab it later.
We'd ask anyone who...
You don't have to... We'd never put our show ahead of sleep.
No, and you can always podcast it at hamishandy.com if you're that inclined. 131060, though, now. We would like to be the wake-up call for you. If you're thinking about having a nap now...
Here's the thing. This is not about if you like napping. This is about if you're going to nap now. If you want to have about an hour nap, we'd give you an hour and a half because we'd love to call you round about 5:30.
We will be the wake-up call. In fact, the people will be the wake-up call for you at 5:30. Call us now, 131060.
We were thinking if you give us a call, tell us when you want to wake up. It's got to be before or off air. And then we'll just be your wake-up call.
Eva joins us, 131060. Hello, Eva.
Hello.
You sound tired.
You need a nap. We've kept you up, Eva. Are you ready to go to bed?
What's happened today? What's happened?
The kids have all got the flu, so they all stayed home, 4 of them.
Kids.
And, little one, she got needles a week ago and she's teething, so she wakes me up twice every night. Yeah, needles, immunisation.
Yeah. Yep.
She's waking me up twice every single night.
Sorry, I've only got a cat, so I only understand cat-based issues, such as just, I don't know, just too much fur everywhere.
Where is it?
It's hiding under the lounge.
Eva,
yeah.
Have you got a chance to have an hour and, say, 10 minutes now?
Oh, I'll have to have about 45 minutes.
Okay. What time would you like to be woken up, Eva?
5 o'clock.
Okay.
We could possibly do that.
We can do that. Would you want just before 5 or just after? Why don't we give you just after 5?
All right.
And Eva, what would you like? I mean, do you want some nice music? Do you want whale sounds? Would you like nine men from sales to come in here and just
chant,
9 men?
Wake up, Eva. We are 9 men. We are 9 men.
Yeah. I mean, is there anything that you have to think about?
I should warn you that that's not a song they've rehearsed.
Is there anything in particular you might like?
The whales sound nice.
You want some whales?
Sure.
Yeah, it would integrate. Sometimes when you're just waking up or, if you have your alarm goes, it goes into your dream. Does that happen to you guys?
It happens.
And you think where you are.
Yeah,
I have a recording of Bar Raphael yelling, "You're the best, you're the best." Keep slam dunking, hoping that will get integrated in my dream. Never really works, but the phone will probably wake you up.
The phone will wake you up, but
then you'll have to stay sleepy, and then we'll play the whales at you, and hopefully that still goes into your dream.
Do you want us to say anything under the whales, though, or are we just letting the whales do the talking?
No, just I guess let the whales do the talking.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
All right, okay,
Right,
good.
Eva,
Eva,
you get
you've
to
got-
sleep just off your pop, and we'll give you a buzz just after 5.
Jenny's here as well, Ham.
Jenny, do
Jenny.
you need a wake
Hi.
up? Do you need a wake up call?
You
as
sound
well?
a bit pepped up, Jenny. You sure you need a nap?
No, I've had a real crap few days. I really need a kip.
Okay.
Okay, straight to bed with you, Jenny.
Yes.
How long would you like to sleep?
I'd like to sleep till 5:30. Thank you, guys.
We can do that. That's over an hour. I often find, Jenny, when you're having a nap at this time of the day, you need it to be over an hour because anything under and you can be
It's not worth it.
Can be a panicked nap. Now I understand Eva's got 4 kids, so you take a minute when you got 4 kids.
I've got 2, but my husband's going to watch them while I have a nap, and
Yeah,
I'd
terrific.
rather you guys wake me up than him.
No worries,
Well,
Jenny. We'll give
should
you a
we-
buzz at 5.
Yeah, and you're going to pick up
5:30. 5:30.
5:30,
Sorry.
5:30. And Jenny, are you going to pick up the phone, or would your husband pick it up and bring it in so we actually get?
Which would you like?
Well, that would be nicer because then we haven't
Then it's not the jolt of the phone
Phone
ringing.
ringing.
We
It's
can
actually-
just get him to gently
place
just
it next
shake
to
you
ear.
awake.
Yeah, how's that sound?
I can get him to answer because
Great,
then I
Jenny.
don't take the risk of someone else ringing in between and waking up beforehand.
I didn't even
Perfect,
think
Jenny.
of that, Jenny. I haven't even thought this
What?
is the danger of mid-afternoon wake-up calls. Other people
Yes.
do call you at that time.
What?
But then I'd like you guys to sing to me.
What do you
sing
want?
me a
Song.
wake-up song.
Yeah,
Any-
what song?
any song in particular?
Celine
You
Dion.
guys choose. The funnier, the better, because that will just wake me up.
Well, we take our singing pretty
I
seriously.
only
don't think.
really ever sing light opera. Well, Jenny, what's your husband's name?
His name is Adam.
Yeah, we'll
Okay.
call Adam.
Sure. Something from a musical, Jenny, or would you prefer something more contemporary to sing?
Whatever you decide.
Okay, you gotta
Wash that man right out of my hair or something
I
like
was
that?
thinking living on a prayer. Andy and I have taken different artistic directions on this. We'll sort something out. You go to sleep, Jenny. No more laughing. Don't we don't want to
No,
fight it.
I'll stop laughing. I'm going to close my eyes.
Oh, calm it right down, Jen.
Right,
I'm
goodbye,
trying.
Jenny.
I'm trying.
On the
Okay,
treetops.
I'll hear from you at 5:30, guys. Thank you.
Okay, we've got to take a little break here so we can't stay on the phone. We might do lullabies next Monday.
Hamish and Andy.
Ham, you say you've been DJing.
DJ Blue Shirt.
Yeah. What gigs? What kind of gigs?
It's pretty recent.
Yeah, right.
You might be able to tell by my name and versus what I'm wearing today.
DJ Blue Shirt. Yeah. I mean, you do wear other shirts.
Yep.
Today's
Well, the name started
when you wore that
as
shirt.
recently as me putting on this T-shirt. So I'm just pretty new to it. Yeah, well, if you want to. But yeah, pretty new to it. Loving it. Love tracks, man. Really like tracks. Really love dropping samples and stuff. And it's really fun. I'm hoping to become one of those hot girl DJs,
Oh yeah.
that doesn't do anything.
Yeah. Plug in a USB and
How
bounce.
dare you? I know I admitted we don't do anything. But yeah, look, it's fun to be a hot girl, but it's fun to also be in music. So
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to playing some pretty big festivals.
Yeah, great.
But at the moment, before I can
I'll watch
be...
you.
Thank you.
You have to get severely hotter.
I'm not DJ tight hot girl blue T-shirt yet.
no.
I'm just blue T-shirt.
Yeah, okay.
You got to work your way up. So, but as DJ Blue T-shirt, one of the tracks, and I know this is not a new track, but one of the tracks you learn to appreciate when you start DJing, and if you ever start DJing, you'll appreciate it too, is Black Eyed Peas, The Time. Now, what they did there is they took that song, Time of My Life, and they just remixed it and just redubbed, did a lot of drum and
Okay.
B,
Do you have a sample of it?
drum
I don't know the
drum
song.
and B stuff. It's about 2 years old. Probably about 18 months old. If you got a little sample there, actually, I'll play the sample.
Okay.
Let me just DJ you a sample.
Yeah, sure, there you go.
Click.
And I owe it all to you.
Dirty bit.
All right. So,
Oh, yeah,
I'll
that
just
song.
un-DJ. Yep,
Yeah.
good. Got that's off. So the dirty bit
Yeah.
is the bit
Dirty
I
bit.
love. The dirty bit.
Dirty bit.
Very clever way of breaking up a pause, I think. And because I can't do all the other faders and all that stuff, all the buttons you see on the...
Oh, that looks hard.
As a hot girl DJ, I don't really need to know what those do.
Yeah.
One thing I can do is drop in dirty bit into songs.
good.
And that's really sort of my signature move.
I mean, can you drop it in seamlessly though? Just see what are you looking for a pause or something, and then
It's a great pause breaker.
Okay.
Allow me to DJ, using my DJ powers, remix this, what you would think is a classic,
Yeah.
using my dirty bit skills,
Yeah.
into something better.
I wish you love.
Dirty bit.
yeah. Did you say dirty bit then?
What? No, that's a sample. I said it, then I looped the sampled myself.
Okay, so you haven't even cut the Black Eyed Peas.
That's theirs, man. I would never copy them. I do originals.
Yeah, cool.
And then I sample that.
Sure. Any
How's
others?
yeah, well, you'd think. Does winning 3 Grammys mean that your song is the best it can be? No, Gautier. No.
Okay.
Now and then I think of when we were together.
Dirty bit.
Like when you said you felt so happy you could die.
Dirty bit. Dirty bit.
Told myself that you were right for me.
Dirty bit.
But felt so lonely in your company.
Dirty bit.
But that was love and tonight I still remember.
Dirty bit, dirty bit, dirty bit, dirty bit, dirtiest bit.
Well, no, the end.
Hang on.
The end's too much.
In my defense, when you only have one DJ move,
Yeah.
plus being a hot girl,
Yeah.
you have to you cannot. You suppose you can run the risk of overusing it.
I felt like you overused that at the end.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because I just think any pause, the people
There
haven't come.
wasn't a pause there. There was beautiful piano or glockenspiel or whatever it was using.
People
there.
haven't come to hear you pause, man.
Okay.
Not and here's the best bit. I've started to DJ other bits of life.
Okay.
So doesn't even have to be a song that I can jazz up with my drop in. Have a listen to this. I'll DJ this for you. Yep, go.
If you can't watch it online or on television, get yourself a pair of these. Peter Harvey, Dirty Bit, 9 Newton.
Yeah, what do you reckon?
It's Hamish
Well,
Andy.
could I be called DJ Dirty Bit?
No, it's Hamish Andy driving us home.
Actually, definitely, if I was a hot girl, you would have approved of that.
Hamish and Andy.
Haim, we went away for a wedding on the weekend.
That was lovely.
And
Not our own.
Yeah,
That was in Vegas.
Yes. And we're at the base of the Grampians in Western Victoria. Grampian Ranges, lovely mountain ranges there.
Cracker of a mountain.
And one morning, I was suggesting maybe we try and climb one of the mountains.
Yeah.
And you said you were going to have a sleep in that morning, pretty
Yeah.
wise. And a friend of yours, or ours,
Yep.
said he'd come with his girlfriend. Kind of 20 minutes into what is a 2-hour hike to the top of the mountain. You know, I think Burke and Wills, I don't think. That's probably why Burke and Wills didn't take their girlfriends at the time. Girlfriend had enough.
I think they just took wigs. And or a wig.
Yeah,
Sort of took it in turns.
to be each other's girlfriends. Yeah.
It's the desert is a lonely place, my friend.
Well, does that mean that Burke or Wills in a wig would be complaining halfway through that they didn't have enough water? And
Well, no, because I think girls are just as capable a hiker as boys, Andy.
well, that's what happened to me on the weekend. Anyway, it resulted in Wills, our other friend, and his girlfriend turning around. Only 20 minutes in.
20 minutes is still a good bush walk.
It wasn't bad. It was a 40 round trip for them.
Yeah, you don't have to get to the top.
And
I don't think you should put that on a motivational post for kids. You don't have to have a picture of Mount Everest in your bedroom saying you don't have to get to the top. Base camp, you meet some lovely people.
Yeah, 40 minutes round trip, you've done your job.
Still very cold.
But hey, I kept going up, and I reached the summit of this mountain, Mount Abrupt it was. I was quite triumphant, but amazed. And because when I got there, the sight of a hat.
Lost hat.
A lost hat.
Maybe Burke or Wills's.
And obviously, I mean, the Business Brunch Show is a show that we do from Tuesday to Friday. Topics are up at hamishandy.com where people can suggest things. Crazy Dads tomorrow. In fact, Valentine's Day.
Valentine's
is
Day is coming up on Thursday.
We changed that one late. So if you want to contribute to Valentine's Day, hamishandy.com/topics, anything about that subject.
But I think I know where you're going with this, Ando. The reason you mentioned Crazy Dads is because my father, I think long listeners of the show would happily term Dad crazy for his penchant for collecting found hats. And what you found at the top of this summit certainly counts as a found hat.
Yeah.
Very famously, he gave us, before we went to Tasmania on the tall ship, a woolly deer stalker hat that he'd found at the beach, and he said he thought it was a dead possum until he fished it out,
Which means
he was fishing out a dead possum.
And then, kept the hat. He doesn't
He's got over 50 hats.
doesn't
that he's
like
found.
buying hats, just loves finding them. In fact,
His favourite one is the police hat that he found,
That's
but
true.
he turned it in.
he turned it in because
He turned it in like he possessed an automatic weapon. He took it to the police station under amnesty and said, "This is too much power for a civilian to have.
Yeah.
Here's your hat."
And the biggest regret of his European holiday.
Not getting the Harley
Harley-Davidson
Davidson hat
hat.
off
Yeah.
the post in Spain.
In Spain it was. And one listener
Someone went and found
drove back to the very post to find it for him. Alas, it wasn't
good
there.
hat like that's not going to hang around.
So at the top, there was this kind of weather station. There was this, I don't know, this sculpture at the top.
Yeah.
There was a bit of metal and this
is
kind
what
of
you get
weird
for-
thing at the top of this mountain.
But this is great, Ando. This is the reward for the man. Great metaphor for life. You climb the mountain and ye shall have the hat,
exactly.
said God to Moses as Moses walked back down the mountain with 2 tablets and a rather snazzy deerstalker.
So this is it.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Roma.
It's
He
Italian.
likes Italian stuff.
It's quite weathered, so I'd imagine it's been up
That's
there.
the favourite bit. For Dad doesn't want new hats.
And I had to climb this thing and then rip it off. And I've managed to video myself as a little message to Noel, just to say, hey, Noel,
Great.
I know how much you love found hats. I found this one at the top of the mountain.
Like Jessica Watson sailing around the world doing video diaries.
Yeah.
Just as amazing an achievement.
That video is at hamishandy.com. My
Jessica
message
or
to
you?
Noel. No, my one, the less exciting one.
Hopefully you can tour schools inspiring kids.
Bad news, though, Ham.
What's that?
Because since I've looked at it and brought it in for you this morning to give your dad, I found it's named on the inside. So it's someone's property.
Legal conundrum. Now, look, all found hats are someone's property.
Yeah,
So let's...
I know, but
Dad
this
obviously
one,
doesn't have too much of an issue with that. In fact, he is very much from the losers weepers school of thought. But very rarely are they named.
No.
Do we read the name out on air?
No, we
don't.
Because this is
Can
what
you describe the hat?
Yes, because this is what I want to do. And there's a specific section in the website set up now called That's My Hat.
Great. Jeez, we're going to get flooded.
No, because you've got to say your name. We know what name it is.
Yeah.
It's
so it's
a red
red hat that says Roma on it.
Roma Italia hat. Yeah. If you left it while you were hiking Mount Abrupt in Western Victoria, you would know you've lost it.
And the great thing is, my dad can't email in.
No.
Because he only knows how to go on eBay.
I'm giving the owner of this 1 week.
Yeah.
7 days, and then it's Noel's. But that owner, get to a computer, hamishandy.com, get to the section with That's My Hat.
Fair. This
details.
is fair. This is like when people find $50,000 in drug money.
Yeah, exactly.
But more exciting.
Submit your name, and if someone is going to go there and have a guess...
I don't think they will, Ando. So it's clearly a hat. There's clearly a proceeds of crime hat.
Yeah.
No one's going to come forward because we'll sting them.
Hamish and Andy.
And last week on the show, Todd gave you a little bit of a factual insight into the honeymoon I recently got back from.
Yeah.
And Africa was a place I visited I found fascinating. We talked briefly about some of the male customs that the Maasai warriors go through.
Yes.
Found in Tanzania, parts of Kenya.
One of them was a circumcision, very late in life, but you weren't allowed to flinch.
No flinching, no blinking.
No.
Can't move. Happens when you're 17.
And you're banished if you flinch.
You're not banished, but you get derogatory songs sung about you forever.
Yeah, so you may as well.
They give you
May as well
scared
start
with
off.
little guys treatment.
Yeah.
They really
get you.
They get you.
Get roasted.
And
So
so
you may
that's
as well
no good.
just
And you
have a walk.
you wouldn't even let me cut off your nipple to see if you flinched or not
No.
to run a bit of a test.
No, I was pretty keen on keeping those.
Few people took that as a sign that you were anti-Maasai culture. And I went,
I
that doesn't
don't
sound like
think- I don't
Andy. He's a
think that
pretty
happened.
open guy. I don't want the Maasai to be angry at the show because if anything, we are very pro-Maasai. But another thing that was brought up very briefly on the show last week was the issue of cows. In the Maasai community, cows are everything. Cattle's everything. Looking
And
after
if
your
you
herd.
didn't flinch, you got given.
Everyone gave you a cow and you could start your own herd
Yeah.
to be an adult. Because all you eat is milk and blood and meat. If you're a Maasai warrior, that's it. That's your diet.
Yeah.
Cows are very important. And we very, very briefly touched on the fact that if you wish to marry somebody, your family gives the husband's family gives the bride's family 10 cows.
10 cows.
As a gesture of thanks. This is what I want to get to, Ando. I am married.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. One day you may be married.
Maybe.
Well, maybe.
Maybe.
But it's not looking great.
Okay.
Because you don't have any cows.
No.
And if you
I actually do have one cow.
Do you have one cow?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Called Daisy.
Excellent. Well, this works.
Yeah. My uncle Rob
Yep.
gave me a cow. It's still alive. For my 18th, I think.
So Daisy's hanging around.
Yeah. Gave me a cow.
And here's the exciting thing. If you could just be happy with Daisy and that's it. You're just limiting your
Daisy.
options to non-Maasai culture.
Okay.
Or you open your mind, you get cows, and then you've got Maasai women as an option for you. but you need 10 cows to achieve that. Now, you have one cow. You need 9 cows. What are you going to do? Just cry, walk around all day crying for cows?
Sounds
it's
like me.
not going to get your cows paid. It's like crying for cows doesn't work. I'll tell you what does work.
What?
When best friends come to the rescue and launch a cow telethon. So people, farmers, ideally, if you're listening, and other people may ring
Well,
up.
the show does go to rural areas.
And pledge a cow.
Pledge a cow.
Pledge a cow
Yep.
for Andy, so we can get you up to 10. We're at 1. I'm looking at the cow tally.
It's the phones
Phones have lit up in a segment called
Farmer wants to get Andy a wife. Cow telethon. Cow telethon.
It's a cow telethon.
Cow telethon.
Just give us a buzz. Our operators.
Pledge a cow. Cow telethon.
Just drop that a little bit. Our operators are standing by for you to pledge a cow. You don't. It'd be great if you had access to a cow. We won't ask you to give us the cow physically until the marriage is arranged.
Can I pose
We
one
have
thing?
one. I'm looking at the tally. Yes, we've got one.
Okay.
Still got one. Daisy.
Well,
13, 10, 60.
We'll
Pledge
go to a
cow.
song, but I've got a problem with this, and I'll tell you what it is after this.
Okay. I put a lot of effort in. Okay, let me step into the tally room and answer some calls.
Okay.
Woohoo! Oh, a lot of people calling in. Tom, how many cows would you like to pledge?
Oh, about 3.
About 3!
Hey,
Three
Tom,
cows!
hang on. Do you have cows, Tom?
Yeah, well, I'm feeding them at the minute. There's about 1,000 out here.
Tom, are you a farmer?
Yeah.
We are live on the air with a farmer.
Whereabouts are you farming?
Woolsthorpe.
Where's that?
Just, I know, do you know where Winnable is?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, lovely.
Yeah,
Just out of there.
Okay, so, I mean...
3 out of 1,000. You won't even notice.
Pay for transport, or...?
When it happens, if the transaction goes through, tell me, we'll pick him up. We've got you down for 3.
Okay.
Crossing, we're actually on the phone now with a guy called Jack. Jack, are you a farmer?
No, I'm not a farmer. I'm not sort of a farmer, but a livestock agent.
Oh, how
livestock
many
agent.
cows are you pledging for the cow telethon?
Oh, as many as you need.
Hey, that's good.
Oh, that's huge. Andy could have up to 5,000 wives.
They're quite cheap at the minute, so it's a good time to buy.
Could we just get you down for 1 cow? A guaranteed cow.
I can organise one, yeah.
Okay.
Got 1 cow. God, I'm losing track of how many cows have been pledged to help get you
That's 5 I've
wife.
got now.
Well, why don't we cross to Cackling Jack?
No.
He's in the cow counting paddock.
Yeah.
Jack, how's it going?
Hey, Hamish, I'm down here in the paddock. Plenty of cows coming in. The ones you can hear behind me obviously aren't for Andy. We haven't got those yet.
Because then we would definitely be at the tally. So
Yeah, no, these are stage cows. Just for the tally room, so when they cross to us.
appreciate them coming down. How many are we at?
We're up to 4 cows. No, and 5 including Andy's.
Thanks.
Andy's uncle's one.
Thanks, mate. We'll just cross back to the tally room.
All right, here you go. Wait, let me load up that sound effect.
If you've just tuned in, you're listening to the first ever cow telethon. We're trying to raise 10 cows so Andy might get a Maasai wife. Brendan, how many cows are you pledging?
Yeah, boys, I want to give Andy 4 cows.
Oh,
4 cows.
legend!
Okay.
Do you have access to 4 cows, Brendan?
Yeah, I've got access to 4 cows up at Dong Dingalong.
Oh, Doc Dingalong, mate, do a good cow.
I'm not even going to fact check that, Brendan. We got you down for 4. I think we're at 9 cows, and this is usually the time in a cow telethon where we have a celebrity cow donator get us across the line. Uh-oh, it's Dr. Chris Brown!
Oh, I was hoping it
Good
was...
afternoon, boys.
Hey!
How are you?
I was hoping it would be...
Cow pledger.
I thought it would be Cal Stefanovic or something like that.
Caltrina Roundtree, not available. Oh, Dr. Chris Brown, this is amazing. Thanks so much for getting behind this great cause.
Look, how could I not? I just want you to know, Andy, I am certainly here for you.
Thank you, mate.
I'm going to pledge the necessary cow to get you to the 10, but you need me here, because if one of these cows was to not be healthy and drop down to 9, then I'm foreseeing a divorce. So let's work together, let's keep it at 10, and let's keep you married.
Thank you very much, Doctor. Whoa.
Sorry, Chris, you might have just heard someone just saying applause.
Some really bad sound effect work from Jack after doing so well. Dr. Chris Brown, thank you very much. You've actually been to my uncle's, Bev and Rob's farm, so you can vouch that I've still got Daisy.
This is beginning to look like a setup.
I've seen Daisy. Look, I didn't treat Daisy,
No.
but I treated some of your uncle's other cows, and they're doing well. So I can only assume that Daisy's as healthy as they are.
Yeah, thank you, mate.
Look
Yeah,
at that,
she
guys.
is.
Just
Dr.
as
Chris Brown. See, he's a wingman, not you, Ham.
Well, what do you mean? I got you the bloody 10. Dr. Chris is taking a temperature here and there, going, yeah, what, keep feeding it grass? How hard is it to look after a cow? No, seriously, Chris, you've taken time today to do that, so thank you. What a great bloke. He's got you the 10, Andy.
It's Hamish
You got
and Andy.
the 10 cows.
Yeah, good.
A Maasai doesn't.
Hamish and Andy.
1 hour ago, we put out the call to people. Are you tired?
Yeah.
People have pooped on a Monday. They've had a big weekend.
So many people rang up and said, yeah, I'm just about to have a sleep for about 2 hours.
Which is not great news for the show.
Very interesting insight into the audience, and people really hanging in there listening to the radio all the way up to 4 o'clock and then going, phew, now I can have a sleep.
Hey, it is the People's Show. We offered our support. If anyone wanted to wake up within the next 2 hours, we would use this to broadcast a wake-up call. The first lady was Eva.
Yep.
She has had 4 kids. They've all been sick during the week. One of the kids is teething.
Just
had
a crooked week. Had needles,
Needles,
which we all
jabs.
know means the child had its immunisations.
Yeah. Yep.
I definitely knew what needles meant.
And she said she was having a nap for 40 minutes, just past 5 o'clock. So we've probably let her go.
Actually,
about
let her have a bit of a sleep in, which I would do if I was a wake-up call guy at a hotel.
Yeah.
But I understand that, sometimes you have to be a bit more punctual. But we thought we'd let her have a bit of a lie-in.
Okay, let's just drop the bed there. Jack.
We asked her, we said, look, how would you like to be woken up, Eva? And she chose whale noises.
We said, do you want us to speak? She said no. So we're going to call her now. Hopefully the phone wakes her up enough to be able to answer, but not fully awake. Whale noises soothe it. Good luck, everyone.
That's the idea here, isn't it?
I hope no one's called in the last hour, though. It would have been frustrating.
If it's on silent, we're in trouble.
Yeah, maybe the buzzing might.
Jack, you've had a terrible day on the buttons. Are you ready for these whale noises?
I've got it ready to go.
Hello.
Are you awake, Eva?
I'm very peaceful, kind of screechy in my ear.
Yeah, sorry, well, that's what an actual whale sounds like. When we,
I think it was
you can
recorded
stop,
a bit.
I think she's awake.
I think it was recorded a bit too close to the whale. Quite a fierce noise.
Eva, sorry to wake you up.
How are you, Eva?
Yeah, how are you?
I'm okay.
Did you have a good nap?
Not really. I fell asleep for about 10 minutes ago.
Oh, and we were meant to wake you up 10 minutes ago. So.
I think so.
Was it because you chose to have a 40-minute nap?
Yeah.
We've got Jenny. We're meant to be waking up at about 5:30. She had a longer nap, and we were saying to her at the time, that I always find the psychological barrier for a nap is an hour. If
otherwise
it's
you
under an
won't,
hour,
yeah.
you panic that it's not enough.
Do you reckon that's what you did?
Did the 10 minutes at least
No,
help?
because I couldn't stop thinking, how are they going to know my number? I didn't give anyone my mobile number.
Oh, we've been watching you sleep.
We're broadcasting from outside your house, Eva.
I'm not going to sleep at all tonight now.
Okay.
Did you feel at least a little bit refreshed, or?
I actually feel worse than what I did before.
Good to hear.
Well, I hope we're going to use that on a promo. A lot of radio shows want to use people going, oh my God, I can't believe I've won. We're going to isolate. I actually feel worse than I did before. Hamish and Andy show.
Hamish and Andy.
Hey, and before we go on, we should dip our hats to Amy, keeping the podcast free. Hamish has dipped his whole head. I was just going to take your hat off.
I haven't taken my hat off. I'm Molly Meldrum. I haven't taken it off since 1991.
That's amazing. Amy.
It is amazing.
$10,000 of prize money is up for grabs.
How's this? This is the thing Amy's doing. Dings of our lives, right? Everyone's seen the Amy ads. Different accidents are in the ads. Ad agencies just make up those accidents, especially the goose one. I don't think that's ever happened.
No.
This is a chance for it to get even realer. If you've had an incredible accident story, it's your turn, and maybe it's your time to turn your unlucky story into an actual ad. You write it into Amy. The most unbelievable story gets 10 grand, and it might even be in an Amy ad.
Check it out at their Facebook
What would
page.
yours be, mate? What would your most
Mine would
incredible
probably be
when you fell over ice skating?
No.
Smash your teeth out.
It would,
has to be a car, though. So
Okay.
it'd be a car.
I'll give you a car one.
It'd be a car skating around, thinking it could do ice hockey, and falling on its teeth.
Leaving, this is probably not good enough for an ad, but leaving real hockey. We just won, and I decided to toot everybody as I went back past the clubhouse, and everyone was cheering, and I was toot, 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 and went straight into another car because I wasn't paying attention. That is my worst.
Does Amy cover? Is that covered by insurance?
Well, actually, it was their insurance because they pulled out from a T intersection. So I did have clear road.
Don't pull out into the line of a Tudor.
But the unfortunate thing for that person was they pulled out illegally, and I wasn't paying attention. So
we won't put all this in there. This is boring. Obviously, the ad won't have the bit where everyone gets out and starts arguing the technicalities. We want more of the funny, bag of feathers, ducks, watermelons.
But they didn't have claim assist that back then.
Right.
Okay.
All right. This isn't, you go out on the accident generally on the ad, and then there's the smiling girl. Just had a thought.
No.
Do you want me to set you up with the Amy girl? No.
Actually, apparently she's taken. Apparently Amy Gill is taken.
All right. Well, you still go to the Amy Facebook page to enter.
Yeah.
But
And she'll probably
unfortunately,
be there.
no. Well, is she there? Is that how you found out?
Yeah.
How did you find out?
I think I asked someone at Amy.
Yeah, I think you asked someone at a private detective agency.
Hey, talking to a lady today, I had to go to lunch today, didn't for the station.
Mm-hmm.
And talking to a lady today, she was saying her daughter has got a big lisp, speech problems. And I said, welcome to our world.
Would she like a job on our show?
Yes. I said, Hamish and I had that. And I'm not sure, did you go through speech pathology and all that stuff back in the day? I certainly had a lot of classes, etc., where you got a scratch and sniff sticker if you said it right, balanced the sultana on my tongue, etc.
No. I went to African drumming lessons for a little while.
That's probably why my list was
maybe
corrected a bit better than
maybe
yours.
my parents went, look, if he does African drumming, no kids will be friends with him, and therefore no one will notice the lisp. It was a roundabout way of treating me.
And I said, look, I think it's good to send her to lessons or try and correct this thing. And she said, I'm thinking about it now. It's really important because, down the track, it's better for life. It's like, I'm so upset with my mum. She never taught me how to dive in a pool, and I still can't dive in a pool.
Into a pool?
Yeah. And I went, what do you mean? She goes, I can't dive into a pool.
I don't understand that sentence.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you can be subjected to gravity. You're sitting in your chair, so you know about that. Leap away from the edge, and you will be in the pool.
Yeah, but she said, I can't do the dive. Always, she goes,
yes,
I
you can.
cannot.
No one can.
No, it says can't bring my self to put hands first. Go in. Always start with my legs.
Can you
first.
swim?
She said I could swim very well.
In
fact, she said I was the school backstroker because
she starts in the pool.
I started in the pool. I used to run.
Pin drop champion.
Used to always run in and put my name down. And one year, and I was very good at backstroke, had never dived, and they asked whether I could fill in at school swimming.
But I
was on the blocks, jumped in, and my legs, she said I was telling myself, just hands first.
Just leap.
Leap hands first in. She goes, my feet hit the water in front of 2,000 school kids, year 11.
So much harder to do than a normal dive. But no one's parents taught them to dive.
I think they did, because I was watching my cousin teach his son hands out in front, and you're diving like that, and he's doing the feet first thing.
But it just seems so self-explanatory.
And he finally got one over summer. Where
it's not like watching someone at the Winter Olympics doing ice skating and they do like a triple axel. It's not like you go, I know how to do that. That would be a hard thing to watch and then replicate. But diving is definitely one of the things you can look at. Just talk falling in head first. You can watch it and go, I could do that.
I said that to the girl, and she said, you have been taught. You would have been taught. And my friends all say this. She said, it's very daunting, and I avoided doing it for years, and I'm so upset.
See, this
puts me,
this worries me. This is what worries me about having kids. Yeah. I would never have known that's a thing to teach children. I just assume all this stuff happens.
Yeah.
So if I have children, I'm going to teach them all this, do I? Diving.
Diving's one of them.
So self-explanatory.
13, 10, 60.
I suppose you teach your kids stuff like brushing their teeth.
Let's help Haim here.
Guys, just watch me.
Let's help Haim here. 13,
sure,
10, 60.
if you don't teach them, by the time they're 7, come on, guys, you got to be.
I assume your parents didn't teach you to wipe properly because you're a front wipe.
I was doing that for a little while. No one told me, but that's toilet stuff where it's like taboo.
They should definitely teach you.
Remember that kid that we knew that never put the seat down to go number 2s because he thought that was for girls? Yeah, but that's
never told him.
That's toilet
No,
stuff.
13, 10, 60.
No one would ever notice that he's doing that.
What did your parents never teach you? Haim, you can take it down so you can have the list of things to remember to teach your kids.
These jobs. Baffles me. If you can swim and you're not scared of being underwater and you're confident around
she
water.
Said she's worried she's going to hurt her head. She said,
I
see other kids do it.
You're not.
I know you're not. And I'm not bashing her. What we're doing is just saying.
Definitely not bashing her. Just we'll love to see her have some fun around a pool.
She does. She jumps in.
I don't think she's having fun. That's what worries me.
She is having fun. Paris on 13 10 60. What did your parents never teach you? Paris?
Paris?
Maybe it's not Paris.
Bonjour, Paris.
Paris.
If you can hear us, we feel like we can hear you. Say something.
Hello.
Yeah,
What's your name?
It's Karen.
Sorry, Karen. That's
Paris
not
was
even
way
close.
off. Even if we'd been going Kylie, you probably would have said hello. Sorry, Karen. What did your parents never teach you?
They never taught me how to ride a push bike.
Wow, that's such a huge one for a child. Can you ride one?
No, I can't ride one still to this day.
And would you be prepared as an adult to try and learn it, or do you think the moment's passed?
Well, my husband's just bought one for me and he wants to teach me. So I was just
Wow,
riding.
I know you can get adult braces. Can you get adult training wheels?
I asked that, and the particular bike that he's got, you can't. And even though I was so embarrassed to even ask, but no, you can't.
Is there such a thing? Because adults would be too heavy.
Put smaller ones, like you couldn't put
the kids ones on. But I think the whole training wheel thing is because kids are so small. They're not really, compared to the weight of the bike, they're about the same weight. So you can't really topple it. But adults, we're big people, adults. So how are you going to learn, Paris?
No, Karen.
Sorry, Karen.
I'll have to change my name now.
If you can.
That would be really handy for us if you call up again. Sorry, Karen. How do you think that you can overcome this?
Well, we were practicing in the driveway the other day, and I was like about 20 metres, and I was just wobbling my way around the driveway, and my husband was holding the back of the seat.
Oh my God! And were your children on the bench yelling, "Kids, come inside! Like, I want you to set the table. You can ride your bike after dinner."
There's no one around, and I said, I want to do it. It's dark so that no one can see me because it's so embarrassing.
Yeah, we need you to wear a vest and a flag if you're going to ride at night.
I'm going to buy you some spokey dokes. Thank you, Karen. Jackie, 13 10 60. What did your parents never teach you? You're angry at them about it?
They never taught me how to tell the time.
Oh, analog clocks, your downfall?
Yes, I steer clear of those and go straight for digital.
Can you not read one now?
Look, I can kind of do it, but not at a glance. I have to work it out, which is really embarrassing. It's like running your finger underneath the words on a page when you're reading.
Sound them out.
Moving your lips when you're reading silently. And so, is your watch a digital one? Are you ever in a situation where you have to bluff reading an analog clock?
I used to. I used to wear a beautiful watch that was given to me by said parents.
Yeah.
And if someone would stop me in the street and ask me the time, I would just say it was broken.
Oh, yeah, right.
To avoid the embarrassment.
It's the time of my life. Have a good day.
Thanks, Jackie. Chris, one more, mate. To tell us, what did your parents never teach you?
Mate, my dad never showed me how to shave properly.
Oh, no. Are you a bearded man now because of this?
I'm clean shaven now, but I struggle, and I've all got these hairy bits all over my cheek now because you're not supposed to shave on your cheek, apparently.
Really?
Yes.
Used to us. Might have to get our dads on the phone.
I have to keep shaving those little bits of hair that grow on my cheek.
So you shaved them early days, and now they've come in thicker and stronger.
That's it. And I was warned by a friend of mine not to do it, but I didn't believe him because my dad never showed me.
Yeah.
Was your dad a clean-shaven man?
Yes, he was.
So
and you would have thought he never got around to showing me.
Yeah, I thought your dad might have been Ned Kelly or something.
It's such a classic, if he was a bikie or something with a big beard, you go, all right, fair enough. But
and apparently I was getting a few hairs growing on my back and on my shoulders, and I shaved them, and yeah, they've come back.
Yeah. Chris, mate, you have to call up the Gillette hotline and just have a good long talk to them so they can teach you how to use the razor properly.
I should know.
Thank you, Chris.
Best of
good luck with that.
This is Hamish and Andy.
Over an hour ago, really nudging an hour and a half now, we took a call from a lady called Jenny. She'd had a bit of a rough week. She needed a nap.
Yep.
We gave her permission to sleep through most of the show. We have agreed to be her wake-up call. We said 5:30. We've let that blow out a little bit.
Yeah, about 7 minutes. And the thing is, for Jenny, her husband Adam has got her phone, so we wanted this to be the wake-up part, not the phone call waking her up. And we asked, whatever you want. Now, she wanted us to sing to her.
She wants to sing her a song.
And we've made it pretty personal, haven't we? We've picked Rod Stewart.
Yep.
Everyone loves Rod, Rocking Rod, and we believe Adam is standing by. Adam, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
G'day, Adam. How's you had any noise from Jenny inside the bedroom? Has she had what seems to be a quiet nap?
It's quiet in there. The door's shut.
Yeah, right.
So the kids don't wake her up.
Have you kept the kids entertained? Have they been nice and quiet?
Yes.
Good on you, mate.
Good work, Ads.
Television does that.
Good father.
Oh, very good. Still, someone's going to turn it on.
Adam, just by the by, make sure you teach your kids to dive and ride a bike.
Head first diving is essential.
Arms out front.
Yeah, out in front, yeah. Good. Now, Adam, would you mind putting us on speaker? Does your phone have the speaker option, speakerphone?
Yes, it does. Hold on.
Well, no, what we need you to do is just creep into next to Jenny, and then if you can just whisper, hit it to us, we'll hit it from there.
On speakerphone. Have you got it on speaker now?
Okay. Hold on, I'll put it on speaker now.
Yeah, let's make sure they've got that right. You there?
Did it? Yeah.
Great.
You're on speaker.
Yeah, well done.
Just be nice and
I'm
quiet.
going into the room. I'm opening the door.
Just be quiet. We're meant to be waking her up, Adam.
Okay.
You ready, Anta?
Yeah, I'm ready.
I'm in. Yeah. She looks sound asleep.
Great. Just give her a little knock on the shoulder. Just a nice little...
Just cue us. You just cue us in when you need us.
And then when you think she's just kind of waking up, say, hit it.
Okay, hit it.
Hello?
Wake up, Jenny, we think we've got something to say to you. There's still quite a bit more, Jenny. It's late Monday, and you really should be having some stew.
'Cause maybe that's what's for tea.
Or it could be spaghetti bee. Oh, sorry.
You couldn't be tired anymore.
Not
Still
now.
a little bit more to go. You had a nap at home. Now you're waking up over the phone. But you missed the show, and that's what really hurts. There's still 5 more verses. No, we'll stop it there. Good afternoon, Jenny. You awake?
Yeah, I am now.
Oh, how was the nap?
No, I might have got about 5 minutes because of all the commotion going on here.
Adam, you told us that you were the husband of the year there, keeping the kids quiet.
The kids were quiet.
No, I could hear trains.
Trains. Why, Adam?
Way to stop the trains, Adam.
Yes. Adam, you should have rung the fat controller. You should have got them closed down.
How hard is it to get a mannequin of a damsel and wrap some rope around her and pretend there's someone tied to the tracks? Husbands,
trains.
man.
So, Jenny...
Trains and phones and dogs barking and...
Yeah, right. Yeah, okay.
Still, how was the 5 minutes, though, Jen? Not a bad nap?
It was awesome. And I lay here the whole hour, so it was very relaxing.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
that's good.
Nothing.
So we recommend nothing better to do between the hours of 4 and 6 on a Monday than to just turn everything off and have some quiet time.
Jenny, just so we put it on the promotional reel, we've already got some feedback from our first wake-up call. How would you describe it? Did you wake up feeling better or worse?
Oh, probably a bit crappier.
Okay,
yeah, good. Great. That's another one for the promo. Well, I think Monday nap time is a hit.
It's Hamish and Andy driving you home.
This is Hamish and Andy.
And can I give you a quick update on someone that I would regard as part of the show, a regular feature on the show over the years, been with us through thick and thin. The bonsai tree, Barry the bonsai.
Yeah.
Barry Bonsai.
To be honest, I'm shocked there's an update because I assumed that was in the bin.
Don't be ridiculous.
A long time ago.
How dare you? Why would you say that?
Why would I say that? Because you generally kill every plant that comes in unless it's got some...
What about the dancing plant that takes 2 AA batteries when you make a noise it grooves, the sunflower?
That it needs to be plastic for it to survive.
This is unbelievable. This stone throwing, this is what I was talking to you about, Jack, before when you said list Andy's 100 worst points. And I said stone throwing at number 1. Yeah. This sort of insult, these barbs... God, jeez. I mean, you're a great guy apart from but you've got a real acid tongue sometimes, and just watch that.
Truth.
Yeah, the update I'm going to give you is going well. A lot of people, sometimes people ask, how's your bonsai tree going? Because I know I'm a bit of a bonsai enthusiast, and it was an extraordinarily hot summer, record hot summer. Add to the fact I'm out of the country on... the honeymoon, and I had to put systems in place to...
Didn't 80 just
look after him?
It for you?
Yeah, mate, housemate 80, he had a little look at stuff. And look, I just thought I'd give you an update to go, he's going well, he looks beautiful, but, just thinking of getting rid of him. So I might chuck him out.
Yeah. Dead?
What?
It's dead, isn't it?
No, just, I'm just over it.
Okay, I'll have it. If it's not dead.
Nah.
That'd be good. No, seriously,
No,
that'd be great.
it's
I'd
sort
love
of,
it,
it's
actually.
my bonsai.
Yeah.
No, it's
Yeah.
mine. So
But if you're chucking it out, can I have it? If it's fully healthy,
it is.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
yeah. It's completely green.
Yeah.
Very green and luscious.
Yeah.
All the branches, because it's 40 years old. So that would be a horrible thing if it was dead, because it's a beautiful, living, ancient tree.
Yeah.
So, no, it's very, very alive. I just think I might just put it in the bin for a bit. Just, it's very in your face. It's a bit arrogant. A bit of a show-off. I don't think you don't want it.
Yeah.
The thing about bonsai, they're show-offs, because they've got a tree. They're a trick tree.
Yeah.
And wouldn't you prefer a real tree that's just
But
more...
this is a good opportunity for free.
I can keep you away from the nightmare that is, it is actually a nightmare to keep them alive, and I put a lot of... So I save you. One to me. Score one Haim is a good friend, because I save you from that nightmare. So, yeah, I'm just going to... Yeah, so just don't ask about it anymore.
Hamish and Andy.
This is Hamish and Andy.
Such a big weekend for you and I. We had to go to a wedding of a friend, and we didn't get to catch up, really.
It was crazy. The music was too loud on the dance floor.
Exactly.
You can kind of catch up with a friend through dancing.
When Tim the Assassin Bartley was singing that song aggressively to his wife.
No one expected that.
we couldn't catch up because we were mesmerised.
Being drowned out by the Assassin's loud singing.
Yeah.
Thankfully, at the end of every show, we've got Jazz Chat to catch up. Anno.
Yeah, man.
Here's something I'm guessing you don't have, but just in case, remember those black straps that used to hang down the back of cars to earth the car so you didn't get static shock?
Yeah, static electricity, yeah.
You don't see those a lot anymore.
No.
And I'd love to get one.
Really?
Yeah.
They don't do anything.
No, I know, not getting shocked. They just miss it. It's a big, dirty rat's tail.
Master Hamish.
What's up, big guy?
Noticed on the weekend, and I'm sure you're well aware of this, that when a platter comes round at a party, it's definitely safer going for a sausage roll over a party pie, as they have a far more consistent heat.
Sausage rolls taste better colder than party pies do cold. You can eat cold sausage. You don't want to eat cold pie filling.
Yeah, and you're not going to burn your mouth either. So both ways, you're at an advantage.
I could burn my mouth on sausage roll.
Really?
I got a delicate mouth. Ando.
Yeah, mate.
Speaking of eating, do horses just have dirty teeth, do they? How's this? Saw a picture of black caviar in the newspaper,
Bad teeth.
and he's racing, so he's sort of grinning. Well, not that, the weird grin that horses do when they're racing. They're not that happy. They're absolutely on the verge of exhaustion.
And they're getting whipped, yeah.
But he's got terrible teeth. Black caviar's got terrible teeth.
Never-
Like the Queen.
What?
Well, she doesn't have horse teeth. Or does she? I hope I don't die for treason. Yeah?
You know when we play golf on Friday?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very good
And we teed off each other's bums on...
Oh, we played bum tees.
Yeah, on hole number 4.
Uh-huh.
Do you know that they'll bring that into professional golf?
I think Tiger Woods wanted to do bum tees, but Elon wouldn't let him.
I heard that.
Hey, Ando. Yeah. Little memo. This is a catch-up with you, but also a memo to people that work in airport souvenir shops. I think they would be shocked if you told them how many people in real life actually use hip flasks versus how many hip flasks are for sale. Definitely a item that's more purchased than used. There are about 1 billion for sale at airports.
Thank you for being with us, everybody. We've had a fantastic afternoon, waking people up. Hamish, you managed to get people to pledge cows for me, which is amazing.
We raised 10 cows for Andy. A few people went to sleep, few people woke up. Heck of a show.
If you missed any of it, hamishandandy.com. Our podcast is always there, iPhone or iPad or even Android these days. You can download the app and catch up on anything you may have missed. Business Brunch back tomorrow, and we'll catch you soon.
Have a good night.
That was the Hamish and Andy Show podcast, powered by Amy. Lucky you're with Amy.